it all began in January with the power supply companies that kept phoning. And the guy said, "Excuse me, sir, who provides your power?" I said, "I better go and look, and I." So I left it about a minute and a half, but made noises in the background. I said, "Well, the printer is plugged in by the telly." And he said, no, I'm asking who provides the power." I said, "I'll go and check again." And this time I left it a little bit longer. I said, "I tell a lie, it was plugged in by the telly earlier, but now it's by the radiator because I'm watching the telly on." Of course, I watched the telly, I had to unplug the printer, but it was working perfect this morning. But it didn't work as well now, so I'm glad you phoned. And every time he tried to get the subject back to the power supply, I just kept talking about this printer. And then he went, "Oh." Now this apparently is quite an achievement to get someone to hang up on you, so I was rather waiting for the next call to come about a week later. And the guy said, "Excuse me, sir, what tariff are you paying for electricity?" I said, "Well, I'm not paying nothing, it's brilliant." And he said, well you must be." I said, "No, my brother-in-law had been wiring up the farm next door, I've patched it in." And I said, "If you could match that, I'd be quite interested." And then, only last week came Everest double glazing. I said, "Well, they could do with some work because I broke the window when I broke in." They said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I know them quite well, but they're on holiday, so I thought I needed somewhere to go, so I'll have myself for a while. It was a bit buckled where I had to force it, so you might as well give them a call when they get back." And he took the name and address as well. So that's how hard times are, I suppose. Still, it's good to know that even in these hardest of times that our banks are still looking after themselves. And just when we thought that the song AIG had run out of life, along came Barclays Bank and Bob Diamond, kicked it back into life again. So this is all about our financial institutions. And no longer do we sing it like a folk song about a way of life that's disappeared, but obviously one that's here to stay. Help us out with the chorus, please. 1, 2, 3, 4.